rumors are that Liberty and Stefano Domenicali, are thinking about possibly expanding the F1 calendar, which means the two of you are going to be a little bit busier on the road, possibly as early as 2024, next season. Apparently, a proposal has already been sent to teams, and Domenicali wants, the season to expand to 25 races. We had a conversation with Gunther Steiner about is there a world where the sport grows too fast or adds too many races to the calendar? I'm just curious your thoughts on is this true? I quote it as rumors at the moment, but could you foresee us having 25 races in 2024?
Yeah, for a while they've been talking about 25 races as their target. I think that's the limit they can go to under the current agreement. And of course, if we'd had China this weekend or just a replacement race, we would have been at 24 already this year. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility. There's still a very fragile hope that F1 might be able to race in South Africa at some point. It doesn't seem very likely at all. But that was one of the ones which was being slated. But there are so many tracks that are and venues that are willing to get involved, want to get involved. There's talk of a race in Madrid, coming in that will probably just replace Barcelona. But even then, it's just these examples of their interest being there. We constantly get these stories about a London Grand Prix, and we talked about that on previous podcasts and why it probably won't happen. But they can easily get 25 races if they want to, and of course, the more races you have, the more money you generate, because each of those races is paying a sanctioning fee to Formula One. And of course, you then sell a TV package to the good broadcasters around the world that has 25 races instead of 23. So, more races, more content for it to ship out. And, that's why the teams are often very receptive to these calendar extensions, because ultimately the more money Formula One makes, the bigger a slice there is for them at the end of the year when F1's revenues get shared off between the teams and of course F1 shareholders. And so it's there's very rarely any pushback. The pushback tends to come from the people on the ground doing the jobs, the mechanics, the ones flying economy, all of that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And there's often questions about, is it sensible, is it realistic to have these long calendars? I think one potential solution, if we are going to 25 and there's not really much anyone can do about it, is to more successfully clump some of the races together so that the travel demands aren't quite as crazy as they are now. I mean, I'm really not looking forward to my flight from Baku to Miami in a couple of weeks' time, which takes off at 3:45 a.m. in Baku and lands at about 5:00 p.m. in Miami via Doha in Qatar, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's just
not sustainable.
It's not really sustainable in every sense of the word sustainable. Either it's not great for the environment to be shipping, or not shipping, but flying all these people around the world. So all of that has to be taken into consideration. But as is almost always the case in Formula One, money will be the thing that decides that. And if there's more money on the table from these venues, then I think we'll get to 25 pretty quickly in the next couple of years.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.